Hi guys, and welcome back to the Let's Talk About series, and today I have something a little bit different for you guys. In the light of a new lockdown in South Australia, I've decided to send out a survey to you guys asking some questions about how COVID has impacted our mental health. There were several different questions in this survey, and in this video I'm going to go through some of the highlight responses I got from these questions. So the first question I had for the survey was, how has COVID made you feel? Some of the key responses I got from that question was feeling anxious about the whole situation, feeling worried about loved ones and our own well-being, feeling more alone and isolated, stuck in, lockdown, and feeling more annoyed and stressed with the whole COVID situation. The next question I asked was, on a scale of 1 to 10, how good or bad has COVID made you feel, from 1 being the worst to 10 being the best? The average response I got was a 3.8, so this shows us that it certainly has impacted how we feel. I then asked a yes or no question asking, do you think COVID has impacted your mental health? As we can see from this graph, 66.67% of people, or 2/3, answered yes to this question, showing us that it has impacted a fair few people's mental health. My next question was, if you answered yes to the previous question, being did it impact your mental health, how did it impact your mental health? Because this was a more personal question, I said in the question I made sure that you didn't have to answer if you didn't feel like it, and some people didn't, which is fair enough, but these were some of the responses which stuck out to me. Some of the responses I got included not being able to do certain things, not having any or limited sport, so whether that's watching or playing, missing out on socialising and travelling, which gives a lot of people a source of happiness in a way, not being able to see loved ones, having limited support and help, not being able to work as much, and having anxiety levels rise. The final question I asked was to describe COVID-19 and its impacts in one word. Some of the responses included irritating, challenging, damaging, unnecessary, devastating, demoralizing, shitty, and unpredictable, just to name a few. After looking at the responses I got from this survey, it's made me realize just how much COVID-19 has definitely changed our lives, or at least for the moment. Seeing as we are obviously now in lockdown, it's more important than ever to make sure we're looking after ourselves as well as looking after our mates in this time. What I mean by looking after yourself, I mean kind of giving yourself some time to unwind or relax, whether that's watching a TV series, whether that's having a cup of coffee, whether it's reading a book, whether for some people it's exercising, you can exercise in your backyard or whatever. Finding a way for almost some you time, some time to unwind and focus on yourself. And I know it's kind of hard to say that when we're in lockdown and we're kind of stuck at home and it's like, well, we've got the whole day to ourselves. Well, not really, because there are a lot of people who are in online learning, like me, if you're still at school, or if they have a job where they have to be in online meetings and stuff, that still takes up a lot of time. It's not like we actually have a lot of time focused on just ourselves. It's important to take that time out of your day to focus on yourself, even if it's just for, say, 30 minutes or so. Make sure you're looking after yourself, because that's the most important thing. It's more important than ever to make sure we're checking up on our mates. What I mean by this is, like, a lot of people I know have been feeling a little bit more down during lockdown. It's important to make sure we're just checking up and, ask how they're going. Ask, what have you been up to, If they don't want to talk, you don't force them to talk, because I know some people don't like to talk, and that's okay. At least asking them is a good place to start. Do you want to talk about something like this? Or asking them how they are. You never know, they might say yes, they might not say no, and that's up to them. But being an outlet for them and showing you that you care about how they feel, I'm sure means a lot to them. You never know how much a conversation can help. Having someone to talk to is really important, especially where from some of the survey responses we've seen a lot of people struggle to find support and help, and a lot of people feel isolated. So it's important to make sure we're reaching out to our friends and loved ones and family members and all of that, and making sure that they do have support. It's clear from the survey that I had, and from what you guys have said, that it's had an impact on a lot of people's lives. Not everyone, but some people it has. Let's make sure that we're looking after our friends and stuff and making sure they're okay. But more importantly, you've got to also look after yourself. So make sure you take some time out of your day to, some you time. So I want to say thank you to everyone who participated in the survey. It's much appreciated, and I love hearing from you guys. I should also say sorry for not really posting much content lately. I've been pretty busy with other stuff, and I've got some stuff lined up in the future, which I'm looking forward to doing. I also want to say a thank you for, well, we've raised $1,000 now, which is amazing. Now we're at 1,142, I think. So that's amazing. Well, a couple of months ago, the goal was 500, and I thought if we get 500, that would be amazing. To hit over 1,000 is just incredible. So I've set the new goal 2,000. I don't know whether we'll get there or not. We're going to aim to raise as much money as possible, obviously, so I'd love to get there. But 1,100 and whatever it is enough is mind-blowing. Thank you guys so much. If you've donated, spread the word, shared posts around, tell your family and friends, whatever it is. As always, if you do want to donate, the link is in my Instagram bio, as well as there's a link on the YouTube page as well, I believe. It doesn't matter how much you want to donate, because every little cent counts, and it goes towards a great foundation in the Breakthrough Mental Health Research Foundation. So it is very much appreciated by both myself and the people that work there. So yeah, that's pretty much it to wrap up the video. So I hope it helped you guys in any way. If you have any ideas or any questions, feel free to check me a message or anything like that. But yeah, thank you guys so much, and I'll see you later.